Dogara disappoints in his Old Testament politics, Obidient group. Yeah, so Dogara has come back with old ways of playing politics. And he was in government during the Obasanjo time between 1999 and 2007, and he's back again with the same system of politics, and is getting more people disappointed and infuriated at this time that we need an honest change in government, right? So he has just been, a kind of told that he's disappointing people the more by playing his Old Testament politics. All right, and that is what he's doing now. He came back to support Atiku because of their PDP and the Hausa agenda, and right now he has been made a member of the Atiku's presidential campaign committee. So let's see what the Obidient media has to say more about the disappointment from Dogara. The Obidient media office has expressed disappointment on the decision of the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Yakubu Dogara, and his supporters to pitch their support with the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. The media team said in a statement that Dogara's position does not reflect the heart and mind of majority of Nigerian populace who are already on the moving train to take back the country from the primeval political thinkers like him, stressing that what Dogara and his colleagues did was a betrayal to their people who are tired of the old order politics revolving around people who inflicted the current hardship on the country. That is true. They noted that it is shocking that the former Speaker of the House of Reps and his own Christian group in the North should choose the presidential candidate of the PDP ahead of the high-flying Labour Party's presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. So according to the jaundiced view of the former Speaker, he does not believe that Obi and the Labour Party will win the election, and even if they win, they will not be able to run the system. Honorable Dogara has a fundamental right to choose who to support, and nobody can hold that against him, but to try injecting his Old Testament politics into the system to suit his selfish interest is not going to do him any good. All right? Clearly, the former Speaker knows that he is swimming against the tide by his unpopular decision, which amounts to running from frying pan to fire, from one injustice to another, and claiming to be acting on behalf of his people whose anger for the two wrongs of the two main political parties are glaring. Honorable Dogara knows as a fact that his position does not reflect the heart and mind of majority of Nigerian populace who are already on the moving train to take back the country from the primeval political thinkers like him. At his level, as the ex-leader of the National Parliament, Honorable Dogara should have been privileged to read the handwriting on the wall, vividly to know that where the pendulum swings today, all right, the talk is not about political party, but about character, competence, and capacity, because where the country precariously stands today requires nothing short to save it. The statement added that Honorable Dogara, as the Speaker of the House of Reps, successfully ran a parliament literally in the opposition to the executive, and heaven did not fall. Yet he feels that a pragmatic president like Peter Obi would not be able to maneuver or steer the ship of state. It's obvious that the former Speaker is still living in the past of the old politics that brought the country to where we are today. That political party interest is taking precedence over and above national interest. That is actually the old order where Dogara belongs. The former Speaker knows as a fact that his choice is against the tide, as the country stands on two prongs today. ahead of 2023 election. Justice and equity on one hand, and capacity and competence on the other, and not on primordial interest of political party lines. We in Obidient Media see Honorable Dogara's unpopular stand as a clear measure of double standard and a grave error in seeing same-faith ticket in his party as wrong, but jump to embrace another injustice of a party that refuses to follow its own constitution and respect for political fairness and accommodation. Obidient Media Office therefore sympathizes with Honorable Dogara for failing woefully to grab the ample opportunity that every politician looks forward to, standing for their people at a critical time of their abandonment. History will certainly place him as a leader who turned his back on his people when they rose against injustice and oppression. Wow. So this is serious. The Labour Party, Obidient Group, Obidient Media is writing all of this because of the disappointment that everybody is getting from Dogara's decision. He's of APC, but he did not like what is happening in APC Muslim ticket. He claims to be a Christian, and now he came back and then pitched his tent with PDP. That means he must have left. APC and now in PDP. All right. So supporting PDP is supporting a party that did not choose to honor their constitution of zoning presidency to the south, and that is the fight between the PDP and Wike and his G5 governors that are aggrieved right now. All right. So Dogara saw the Muslim ticket as being a bad thing, but now is supporting a party that failed to respect its constitution in the party for not zoning presidency to the south. At the same time, he also failed to see the wrong in if Atiku wins, that means a Fulani man, Buhari, is leaving and handing over to another Fulani man again, which is keeping the power in the north rather than rotational presidency that has always prevailed in the past. So Dogara did not see all of this, and he claims to be a Christian, and he claims to have Christian followers in the north. So now Obidient Media has come to let him know that it's a disappointment. He's also that means he's playing the politics with his old order, because he's deploying the same system of politics he played between 1999 and 2007 in this current time that people are yearning for a serious change to change the direction Nigeria is going to a better direction. All right. So Dogara has chosen to do otherwise, and what I'm saying here in conclusion is that history will definitely beckon on him in the future, that he turned his back on his people when they needed him most to help them effect a change. So that is what Obidient Media is writing. They go have some comments here. He is among the corrupt system, so what do you expect from him? Exactly. So he's among the old order of politicians who actually put Nigeria where it is today. His own cannot be different, and it cannot change now. All right? A confused politician representing who we don't know. He's just catching cruise. Abi, he's enjoying the money from Atiku. At the laugh, it is now that you realize that the likes of Dogara are just fighting for their selfish interest. We know they are just the same old order politicians whose interest is shielding their faces and their eyes. Dogara has nothing tangible to contribute except his personal selfish interest. Old block mentality politician. So Dogara is not a true Christian. He is just using Christians to gain political power. That is true. That is true. You people should be very careful with what you are saying. So what is he saying? What are people saying that people do not know or that is out of the ordinary? So, so that is the decision of Dogara, and what Obidient Media is writing about his choice. It's a disappointment to so many people, and so many Christians in the north, including Middle Belt, have come to disown Dogara actually and his decision. And the people, his supporters that are making that decision, they have been disowned by a lot of Christians in the north and the Middle Belters. So thank you for listening again, and let's have your comment below for sharing.